Week 4 OF pregnancy. The first signs of pregnancy. A tiny heart begins its journey. Hello, and welcome back to Pregnancy Week by Week, your baby's amazing journey. Last week, we witnessed one of the greatest miracles in human biology. A single sperm and a single egg came together, creating the first cell of a brand new human life. That tiny cell divided again and again, traveled through the fallopian tube, and finally reached the uterus, where implantation began. Now, we enter week 4, a week filled with incredible changes. Although your baby is still smaller than a poppy seed, amazing development is happening every minute. Your body is beginning to recognize the pregnancy, powerful hormones are increasing, and the tiny embryo is preparing to build every major organ needed for life. Let's begin this exciting new chapter. Chapter 1. Pregnancy is becoming established by week 4. Implantation is usually continuing successfully. The embryo is becoming more securely attached to the lining of the uterus. Tiny blood vessels are growing around it, creating the first connection between mother and baby. At the same time, the placenta is beginning to develop. Although it is still very small, it will soon become your baby's lifeline, delivering oxygen and nutrients while removing waste products throughout pregnancy. Everything is happening exactly when it needs to. Chapter 2. Pregnancy hormones continue to rise. One of the most important hormones during week 4 is human chorionic gonadotropin, or HCG. This hormone tells your body to continue supporting the pregnancy. As HCG levels rise, many home pregnancy tests become positive. For many women, this is the week they first discover they are pregnant. It can be an emotional moment, filled with excitement, surprise, hope, or even uncertainty. Every emotion is valid. Learning that you're expecting a baby is the beginning of a life-changing journey. Chapter 3. Your baby is growing, although the embryo is still incredibly tiny. Rapid development is already taking place. 3 important layers of cells are forming. These layers will eventually become every organ and tissue in your baby's body. One layer will develop into the brain, spinal cord, and nervous system. Another layer will form the heart, muscles, bones, and blood vessels. The third layer will become the lungs, digestive system, liver, and many other internal organs. It's amazing to think that all of this begins when the embryo is only a few millimeters in size. Chapter 4. Changes you may notice by week 4. Some women begin experiencing early pregnancy symptoms. You may notice fatigue, tender or swollen breasts, mild cramping, nausea, a heightened sense of smell, frequent urination, mood changes. Some women experience many of these symptoms, while others notice very few. Every pregnancy is unique. Chapter 5. 3 amazing layers that build a baby. One of the most fascinating events during week 4 is the formation of 3 primary cell layers. Think of these layers as the blueprint for building an entire human body. The ectoderm is the outer layer. In the weeks ahead, it will develop into the brain, spinal cord, nerves, eyes, ears, and skin. The mesoderm is the middle layer. It will form the heart, muscles, bones, kidneys, blood vessels, and connective tissues. The endoderm is the inner layer. It will eventually become the lungs, liver, pancreas, thyroid gland, digestive system, and many other internal organs. It's almost impossible to believe that these complex structures all begin from a tiny group of cells that is still invisible to the naked eye. Nature follows an incredibly detailed plan, and every new cell knows exactly where it belongs. Chapter 6. The placenta begins its important job. Another incredible event during week 4 is the continued development of the placenta. Although it is still very small, the placenta will become one of the most important organs during pregnancy. It serves as your baby's lifeline. It delivers oxygen and nutrients from the mother's bloodstream. It removes waste products from the baby's circulation. It produces hormones that help maintain pregnancy. It also acts as a protective barrier, although not everything is blocked from reaching the baby. This is why healthcare providers recommend avoiding alcohol, smoking, recreational drugs, and medications that have not been approved during pregnancy. Every healthy decision you make today helps support your baby's development tomorrow. Amazing fact, did you know that during pregnancy, the placenta temporarily becomes one of the most active organs in the human body? It works every minute of every day without ever resting. Even while you sleep, the placenta continues supplying your growing baby with everything needed for healthy development. Chapter 7. Your body is working around the clock. You may not notice every change happening inside your body, but your body is incredibly busy. Hormones continue increasing. Blood flow begins changing. Your immune system adapts to support the pregnancy. Your metabolism slowly adjusts to provide more energy. These changes happen naturally and are carefully coordinated. Some women begin feeling more tired than usual because their bodies are working continuously, even when they are resting. Fatigue during early pregnancy is common and is often a sign that your body is directing energy towards supporting your growing baby. Chapter 8. Early pregnancy symptoms. Every pregnancy is unique. Some women experience noticeable symptoms during week 4. Others feel almost completely normal. Both situations can be healthy. Common early symptoms may include a missed menstrual period, tender or swollen breasts, mild bloating, light cramping, mood changes, frequent urination, a heightened sense of smell, food cravings or food aversions, mild nausea. These symptoms are usually related to hormonal changes. If you have questions or concerns about your symptoms, always speak with your healthcare provider. Chapter 9. Nutrition during week 4. Your baby is still extremely small, but nutrition already matters. Experts generally recommend eating a balanced diet that includes colorful fruits and vegetables, whole grains, lean proteins, healthy fats, and calcium-rich foods. Staying hydrated is equally important. Prenatal vitamins, especially those containing folic acid, are commonly recommended because folic acid supports the early development of the brain and spinal cord. Instead of focusing on eating for two, focus on eating nutritious foods that support both your health and your baby's development. Always discuss your individual nutritional needs with your healthcare provider. Myth versus fact. Myth: if you don't have morning sickness, something is wrong. Fact: not everyone experiences nausea during early pregnancy. Some women have significant morning sickness, while others have little or none. Both experiences can occur in healthy pregnancies. Chapter 10. A special message for parents. If you've recently discovered you're expecting a baby, you may be feeling many different emotions: excitement, joy, hope, nervousness, even uncertainty. These feelings are completely normal. Pregnancy is not only a physical journey but also an emotional one. Remember that every healthy choice you make today becomes part of your baby's story. Every nutritious meal, every glass of water, every good night's sleep, every prenatal appointment. These simple actions help create the strongest possible foundation for your growing baby. Looking ahead, although your baby is still only a few millimeters long, incredible milestones are just around the corner. In week 5, one of the most exciting developments begins. The tiny heart starts forming and will soon begin beating. The brain develops rapidly. The neural tube continues closing. Tiny structures that will later become your baby's arms and legs begin to appear. Each day brings remarkable progress. Closing. Thank you for joining me for part 2 of week 4. Today we've explored how your baby's body begins building its most important organs, how the placenta develops, why pregnancy hormones are so important, and how your body works tirelessly to support new life. The miracle of pregnancy is becoming more incredible every single day. Join me in the next episode as we enter week 5, where we'll witness one of the most unforgettable milestones in early pregnancy, the beginning of your baby's tiny heartbeat. Until next time, thank you for watching. Take care of yourself, stay healthy, and continue enjoying this beautiful journey, one week at a time.